Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor in what I think will be the last episode in Nan-Kurenir. And let me show you why. Because we only need to explore the Ring of Isengard. We are at the Boar-clan merchant camp where the instances of Isengard are located. I don't think I have gotten the quest for a thorn in the hand. I think you will get that upon hitting level 75. Let me double check that really quick because just to be safe, just to be sure. Starts with Andras in the Boar-clan merchant camp. Andras! Oh my god, Andras, you're alive! What happened to you? Oh, take a look at you, man! But yeah, he will give us that quest upon hitting level 75. Or maybe I hit level 75 to get the quest and have it on my quest log so that I don't forget about it later. Gonna try.
I have something to say. Speak it.
My kindred wish to offer you the sigil of Orthanc, imbued with ancient power. You may use the forge over there to deconstruct the sigil, which may grant you a sigil fragment that the merchants may take in trade for a powerful necklace. Take the sigil and deconstruct it at the ancient forge of the Númenóreans. So these sigils are the items that you get after completing each one of the Isengard instances. You bring them here, you deconstruct them just like I'm doing, and you will get this. You will get some deconstructed symbols. And in doing so, I don't remember exactly how many you need to be able to get the jewelry. But we're not gonna do that right now. We're gonna talk to Quickbeam and head into the Ring of Isengard.
Stand now and rest a while.
There you are, little man. Do you see this grate? Perhaps you can enter Isengard through there. What's gonna happen? I think it's really cool. Quickbeam. Well, in true Ent fashion, it's taken a while to get where he's going. But you will see in just a moment. Now then, let us see. Ah yes, here we are. And he has opened the passage for us. This should lead into Isengard, little man. Very thoughtful of you, Quickbeam. And he's gonna take a while going back. I think we can enter now. We don't really need to wait for him to leave. And inside Isengard we will find Dagoras. Right here. Oh, you can also sell stuff to him. There you are, Beriathan. I thought Quickbeam would find you a way in here eventually, but keep your head down, let the orcs discover us. So I think these are all the repeatables that we have here in the Ring of Isengard. Do you feel that vibration in the ground, Beriathan? Saruman has constructed something down there. You can see some of the workings in the Great Rift in the Western World. I could not even begin to tell you what it is all for. He has goblins working on the engine night and day though, so you can be certain it is important to his plans. If you can find a way down there and keep those goblins from finishing this great device of his, it would be hopefully It will hopefully prevent any terrible surprises when it comes time to confront Saruman and his armies.
Hail, friend! May I have a moment of your time?
Have you seen the strange devices that lie about the workings of Isengard? I have never seen their like, nor can I determine their purpose, but I think it would be best if you destroyed any you come across and bring me parts from them. I doubt I will be able to make sense of them, but perhaps Elrond or one of the scholars of Gondor might be able to, should we make it that far.
The Grey Company is grateful for your aid.
Do you see those brutes up on the platforms there? Those are the overseers that keep the rest of the orcs in line. Orcs like each other only slightly more than the rest of us, so if there is no one watching over them, they are about as argumentative and lazy as a sack of rats. If you can slay those overseers as you make your way through Isengard, it may buy some time for the Rohirrim to gather their strength and their wits.
May I go on and stay a moment and speak with me?
It would not do to be sitting here, Beriathan. The servants of Saruman are everywhere. Saruman has made certain there are no shortcomings in his defenses. He has placed each of the wards of the Ring of Isengard under a master to ensure that all matters follow his schedule and purpose. Orcs are not independently responsible, so that is understandable, but it also means that if you can dispatch the master of each of these wards, his finely oiled engine of war should shudder to a halt until he can replace them. So this would be all the repeatables in here. Basically, this is an area for you to do dailies. And right now, the bigger use these dailies have are for reaching Kindred. With Theodred's riders, we are almost there, as you can see. 4,500 XP. How much XP, how much rep do these quests give? 7. So I think a mix of one go at these quests plus another go at the daily task limit should give us enough rep to get to Kindred. So now I'm gonna unequip the Stone of the Tortoise, and let us hope that by killing orcs I will be able to reach level 75. So these overseers, back in the day, they were really hard to do, because Warden's mitigations were not up there and our DPS was not as high as it is today. So I remember what I did to be able to defeat these guys. I would pop Never Surrender, I would go fight them. They will most certainly use my Never Surrender. So while I waited for the cooldown to be over, I just went around doing other things. As soon as Never Surrender was up, I will pop it up again, look for an overseer, rinse and repeat 4 times. This was really difficult until update 6 hit with live, and that improved the state of Wardens a lot. So these quests were still a little challenging, but not to the degree they were before. Yeah, it seems we need to defeat what? 3 or 4 more of these guys to hit level 75? So, collect evil devices, defeat goblin engineers. Masters of the Wards. Oh, I remember that now. I think the Master of the East Ward is around here. Yeah, Master of the Eastern Ward. Take a look at him. Defeated the Master of the Eastern Ward. Well, here we have a nice look of Isengard, of the Tower of Wartang. And this is the starting point of the Tower of Orthanc instance cluster. No, the Tower of Orthanc raid. I cannot tell you how many times have I walked this path in victory and defeat. I've had both. Orc overseers. Oh my god. Wait. New quick slot page. You have unlocked a new quick slot page. That is for mounted combat. Yeah. I got that. New deed. Tidings from Galadriel. We'll check that in just a moment. Now we got all the mounted combat skills, it seems. And new encounters available to you. If I'm not mistaken, those encounters... Anuminas... in their absence, no. Osgiliath is level 60, the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, which has a minimum level of 75. New quick slot page. Deed completed. You received a summons from Galadriel inviting you to see her about troubles in Rohan. Yeah, that's it. And the mail. I think reading that mail right now could be... doesn't make that much sense, so I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna re-equip the Son of the Tortoise before I forget, because I don't want to start leveling right now. Son of the Tortoise, equip it. Yeah, it's equipped. So that means that we can go back to Andras in the Ox-clan merchant camp to get a thorn in the hide, which is the rubber quest for the Isengard instance cluster. Once again, I don't think I'm gonna do those instances right now, but I want to have that quest on my quest log so that I don't forget to do it when I feel confident to do them on my own. But even at level cap, you cannot solo the last part of the raid, Saruman. You still need at least 5 people to do it. So I'm still gonna wait a little bit, level up some more so that I can show you as much of it on my own as I can, and then I will look for a group for what I cannot do on my own. Much like what I'm gonna do with In Their Absence. And there are some instances, well, some wings of the raid, I believe, that you cannot do solo either. The Wound Wing comes to mind, but I'm not sure about the other ones. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit longer for that. I have over a month. Finish up the Great River so that I can read that mail to you. That doesn't sound hard. Apprentice of Saruman, no. Arcane mechanism, yeah. Master of the Northern Ward. Oh jeez. Come on. Move. Christ. Okay, there should be more mechanisms around here. These trolls! You don't want to mess up with them. Not unless you have a few extra levels. Okay, so bandit covering here. Arcane mechanism. Okay. Well, I also forgot, with the new encounters that we unlocked, other than the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, we have the non-scaling instances. All of them from the Isengard cluster and Trygog's lair that you need to discover in Enedwaith. And I don't remember right now if there is a quest to defeat Trygog. So let me double check that. Okay, so we have all the evil devices. We are really close to the Master of the Western Ward. Just when I feed this guy and grab the bandit cover. Okay. How do I get down where the goblins are? Not so sure, but I think you jump over here. And that way you come to the underworkings of Isengard. This is a really nasty fall. I don't want to fall, obviously. That's to get you an idea of what Saruman did with the place. Something that I of course believe both the movies and the game did very well. got me. Let us try this other path. That should be enough. Oh, gotta find my way back to the surface. I'm not sure which one it is. And I'm not sure if I can take this because I just in combat. Nope. Where am I now? Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Let me try this other one. Oh, okay. We made it. That wasn't as hard as I expected. Back to Dagoras. We are not far, just gonna be careful not to cross these trolls. Because if I aggro these trolls, I don't think I can survive the fight at my current level. So there you have it. Back to Dagoras in a little, approximately 20 minutes. Back in the day, this took almost an hour for me. It was really hard.
Well met, my friend.
Good work, Beriathan. Let us hope that your efforts will hinder Saruman's plan for a time, or perhaps the whole accursed thing will collapse into that hole. I suppose that it's probably too much to hope for, but hope is all we seem to have at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna get the scrolls.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
How queer. Each of these seems almost unique. Does Saruman craft them himself? Well, in any case, keep dismantling any of these devices that you come across. Nothing good could be coming out of Orthanc.
Greetings, friend of the Grey Company.
That should camper Saruman's plans for a short time at least.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
That did not take you very long. I wonder that you were able to move about Isengard without drawing greater alarm. Something must be afoot to distract the master of the house from dealing with such an incursion. I hope we're not too late to put a stop to whatever is in motion here. Agility, vitality, no. I don't like any of this. So, there you have it. We are missing 1700 XP. So that's between 6 to 7 tasks done. So yeah, we can definitely get to Kindred with another day of tasks. So here's what we're gonna do. Now that we have finished original quests, we did the armies of Isengard. Cool. You see, so complete Thorn in the Hand, that's the quest, and then complete all the deeds in all the instances, and you get 2 really cool horses. And Andras will have this quest for you.
There are dark things in the night shadows. Have you the courage to face them?
I have no love for the Forgoil whom you give aid, but for now our purposes are closely entwined. Isengard has emptied. May the orcs and horse lords destroy each other, leaving its defenses weakened. There is still a wizard within, but there may be something we can do to disrupt Saruman's plans. I have noted 3 places that might be easily and secretly accessed where we can sow the most strife. The Ring of Isengard, the Eaves of Fangorn, and the Pits of Isengard. The orcs and trolls in service to Isengard have begun clear-cutting the Eaves of Fangorn. It is an ancient forest and one my people fear, but I received a dream from the Ukwaira telling me to save the wood, for there is life there that is older than most that walk the earth. I will not forsake the Ox Spirit's command, and bid you disrupt Saruman's lumber camp. As well, I have learned that Saruman's forces captured a strange white troll in Fangorn, and are holding it within the Ring of Isengard. If you could free the troll and goad it into rampage, it might wreak great destruction among the wizard's remaining forces. Thirdly, Saruman has laboratories beneath Isengard where he experiments on his hapless prisoners and twists them into terrible monsters. I want you to enter the Pits of Isengard and destroy the wretched abomination there, particularly the great troll Iron Arm. You and a couple of friends should be able to stir up trouble in these places. They are not nearly as guarded as Orthanc. Will you aid me? So that's the first part of the quest for doing the 3 months in Isengard, and it's also really cool because it gives you the recommended order: Fangorn, Darknag, and the Pits of Isengard. Andras gave us a great explanation of what each instance is about, and yeah, that way you know what we will be doing. We'll be saving the forest, then we'll be going into the Ring of Isengard and freeing Darknag, and then we'll infiltrate underground and I don't remember exactly what happens there in the pits, so we'll need to check that one too. Now after that we will get the quest for the 6-man, the Foundry of Isengard, one of my favorite instances, really cool. Basically there you find out Saruman is creating his own rings, and that leads you directly into the Orthanc raid, in which you recover each one of the rings Saruman has created before confronting him atop the Tower of Orthanc. And that Saruman fight is so amazing and so well thought. So that's what we will be doing at some point. There is something else that I want to do now that we're talking about instances. Before picking up the epic again, we're gonna actually travel to Galtrev really quick and pick up the quest for Drygog the Red. Before I forget about that one too. So we are looking for Ariene. Queen? Mabon? What?
Hear me out, Devodiad, for I have a tale to tell.
Oh my god, yeah. Greetings, Beriathan. We meet again. I cannot help but believe the Avant-Guire, the great spirit of the Avant, guided us here for a purpose. Indeed, I have learned through my countrymen and members of the Boar-clan resistance that you have actually been imprisoned within and escaped from the bowels of Orthanc. What you may not know is that some of those Dunlending prisoners you aided also survived, and one has taken refuge with some Ox-clan merchants in Nan-Kurenir. He sends word through the Boar-clan that Isengard has emptied and may be ripe for attack. Perhaps you and your friends from the north might be willing to meet with this man and learn his intentions. If so, you may wish to take this boy with you. I found him starving in the wilds of Caraglin and brought him here, but he claims his father was taken by Saruman and is determined to find his way to Isengard. He will not listen to my reason. Beriathan, have you heard yet? Some of the prisoners you helped to escape from Orthanc survived. My father might be among them. The Boar-clan resistance says that one of the prisoners has taken refuge among a party of my people, the Ox-clan, outside of Isengard in Nan-Kurunir. Will you take me there? I must know if my father is alive, and the man they found might know. Please. Gwyn has been good to me, but I must know if my father lives. Okay, this one will teleport me to the Ox Merchant clan, but first let me find Ariene. Where is she supposed to be? Because I'm gonna pick that quest with Ariene. Yeah, I think I'm gonna spend the rest of the episode in this, unlocking access to the instances. Just so that if by any chance at some point I find a group willing to do Drygog or Saruman or any other one, I might be able to get in and then show it to you. Just there she is.
Do not speak the names of evil things, for you will call them.
Saruman is growing in power by the day. The clans here have all fallen to him, and soon they will be forced to march to war for him. They will be slaughtered in the plains of Rohan for no reward, while the wizard reaps all the benefit. My clan, the Boar-clan, has done all it can to stand against him, but our efforts have not yielded any true victory. We simply do not have the power to stand against him, but I believe I have found a way. In the hills to the north, past the borders of our land and into the forests of Thrór's Coomb, I found a weapon. It is ancient and powerful. If there are more to be found, then we might be able to stand against the wizard. However, I do not know where to look for more such weapons. There were no others in the area around this one. Seek out Fridger the dwarf at Sudrogrund and learn whether he can help us. He has been sympathetic to our cause in the past. Very well. But now, we can talk to Mabon and be teleported to the Ox-clan merchant camp to complete his quests and finally reunite him with his father. That was something I was wondering about. What had happened to Mabon and Andras, because we hadn't received any news from Andras, and Mabon had escaped Aberdeen into the Dambog, but we didn't find any signs of him there. And now it turns out he was in Carglin, and look, Gwyn found him. That's so great, and I'm so glad that we will be able to reunite him with his father. There you go. Aren't you happy to see these two guys reunited?
What have we to say to each other?
Beriathan, you have returned my son to me. He was foolish to strike out on his own, but this place is as safe as any in these days. You have brought me hope when I had none. Thank you. Now I think that Mabon has something to say to you. Thank you, Beriathan, for bringing me to my father. I did not hope that it was he who had escaped. Will you make the wizard pay for betraying us? It matters not. I am with my father. And I'm so happy for you.
Say to your kind.
Beriathan, I had hoped you would be among those who might answer my call to arms. When we escaped, I found refuge here among my kinsmen of the Ox-clan. I thank the Oak Wyrot that some of my people still prize loyalty. I have seen a great force, nearly the whole of Isengard's great legions, march forth from the gates of Isengard. They are marching to the fort of Isen, where I hope they and the accursed horse lords will destroy each other. What this means though is that Isengard is weak and perhaps ripe for an assault of our own. There is still a strong enough force here that it will take a great many warriors to accomplish the deed, but thanks to you and the Forgwell Balgar, I have learned the ways into Isengard and even Orthanc itself. And then this will lead you into a thorn in the hand, the quest that we just got, but I want to get a picture of father and son reunited. Once again, I'm really happy for you two guys. Now, we're gonna master in Harndirian. And talk to Fritgreir really quick. We'll need to climb there. We will be advancing that deed. But I don't think it will be enough for us to complete the Master Ascender. In any case, let us go there and see how we fare. Now, all this brings a lot of memories. Because I think the instances at 65 and 75 were some of the best, if not the best overall period in LOTRO's history. I got the chance of running some of Indorapsens on level cap and I enjoyed them very much. The 3-man and 6-man. But the raids, I wasn't able to. At that time, on one hand, I didn't have a king. On the other hand, when I got the chance of getting into a pack to do the raid, my PC was so old that it lagged no matter what I did. So I was never able to play Osdunoth on level. When it was just a seamless raid from start to finish, before it was broken into wings. So when I finally got to play it, it was very special, of course, and I enjoyed it a lot, but at the same time I couldn't help to feel I was missing on something. And that something was what I got with Isengard. Rygog is a really fun instance. It had a lot of mystery when it initially released because you didn't know what you had to do in some situations. That plus the lack of mitigations wording had meant that it was challenging but possible to tank it. And it was awesome. I remember I found my kin during one of those Drygog runs. I applied on their website. They took me to a Drygog run to test my tanking skills. Then they accepted me. I was so happy when that happened. And that meant that I had a king to run the Isengard instances with. I was able to run them all. Once again, we were not able to complete Saruman on tier 2, but we did complete Saruman on tier 1. So I was able to see the full story at release, on level, as it happened. So yeah, the Isengard instances and Drygog, they all hold a very special place in my heart. Because that's the time in which I was more active in endgame activities. After in Rohan, Helm's Deep and so on, I did some of those, not all of them. But yeah, I really love Isengard, and running those instances always gets me nostalgic. And yeah, doing AoE tanking on all of Saruman's copies and holding the aggro against the raid entire DPS, it was very rewarding. Something that I enjoyed very much as well. To give you an idea, I did run the Rohan instances, the Erebor cluster on level, but after that, the only other thing I have run on level after that has been the Morgul instances. That will give you an idea. A powerful and ancient weapon, you say, found here in the hills of Thrór's Coomb, which is to be used to stand against the wizard Saruman. I may indeed be able to help you. The past few months, during the night, the Dragluth have been hauling bags and crates through the forests of Thrór's Coomb. The weapon you told me about must have fallen out of them. I have not yet been able to determine where they are taking their goods, though. I have watched them wander the hills, crisscrossing back and forth, looking or searching for something as they go. I wonder if they do not know where they are going either. Head down into the hills and forests below and see if you can find the Dragluth. Perhaps one of them may have a map that shows where they're going or will give us a sign to pursue. All these other ones are the dailies for Eneth White, level 65, but they don't give rep, they only give gold tokens, and right now I don't need any more gold tokens of the wilds. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that yet. What I'm gonna do, I think we'll need to go back and forth a couple times before we discover the entrance to Drygog's lair, so I'm gonna do this on foot. Hopefully that'll be enough to unlock the deed, but I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, it's through here. So the Dragluth are not that far. Okay, but it's a specific area. Yeah, I would assume we are about to find level 75 enemies created especially for this, or maybe not, maybe just any of these guys would do. Collected a map from the Dragluth. Now we're gonna bring this map to free gear. Okay, so we are here back at Sudergrund. Let us bring the map. Great gear. I do not know what this means. It's undecipherable to me. Nothing more than scribbles and nonsense. These symbols here, a fish and a volcano, seem to refer to things that aren't even in Enedwite, let alone Thrór's Coomb. Perhaps Thrór will be able to tell us more, presuming he's lucid. I suppose there's nothing to lose. Bring it down and show it to him, and let's see what he says. Fire burns over a sea of gold beneath the rising sun. Teeth, scales, claws, ripping, rending, tearing. If this is what he said and wrote, Thrór must not have been having one of his lucid moments. This makes almost less sense to me than what we started with. Allow me to think for a moment. I have spent some time thinking about what Thrór said and examining the map and his changes to it. I have come up with a theory by breaking down Thrór's ramblings. In the eastern part of Thrór's Coomb is a cave. The Sea of Gold speaks of the treasure the Drake Loot is bringing there. Around the cave entrance you will often see drakes sunning during the day. I believe they are the teeth and scales he refers to. The fire must be part of an offering the clan makes to the dragons they worship. Head into the eastern hills of Thrór's Coomb and seek out this cave. If you find it, venture within and see you find the weapons and armor you seek. If not, we can do nothing more for you. Be wary. I doubt the Drake Loot will give up their treasures willingly. Alright. Coming down once again. No Master Ascender still, what a shame. But okay, it was worth trying, and as I told you, I didn't think we would get it today. But we've made progress nonetheless, so someday we'll get that one. And then we need to find the cave entrance. Further up, I believe. Here's the cave. Read Drygok Laird's discovery. We have discovered Drygok's lair. So yeah, now we're ready to enter Drygok if by any chance someone sometime decides to run it. I saw one group the other day, but since I was on level 75 I couldn't do it. But the next time I see someone asking for that, can I do that? Here we have the titles. And no, the deeds, sorry. So yeah, that's it. We've discovered the entrances. We have unlocked access to all the instances, the level 75 instances, and now that we have also cleared Nan-Kurunir and the Ring of Isengard, we are ready to continue our journey. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna map to 4th Round, but before going back to Grimbold's camp, we're gonna complete some tasks. That is how we will begin next episode, by doing tasks and getting kindred with Theodred's riders, and then we'll continue with the epic, we'll finish book 5, begin book 6, and hopefully the Great River as well. Expect all that and more on the next episodes of Citadel Guard Adventures. For the time being, thank you so much for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.